Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Rolling Down the Road. If you were with me pre-December daily prep, my plan was to take a Rolling Stone magazine, which I love getting, and take elements out of a magazine that has nothing to do with journaling and make a journal out of it. And hold on a second. So, I had it was going to be on the front lines of an ultimate road trip. I had a few things prepped. I had picked out prompts. Well, circumstances have changed, and I even dyed some paper ahead of time, which that I'm going to keep. This one I'm not. And I'm going to use this for the month of February, or most of it. There may be a gap at the end. And I was tying it with a road trip that was in the shape of something, which now I don't remember what it was. A G? It was in the shape of G-O for go. And I was doing a travel journal around the United States, an imaginary trip, which I often do in journals because if I'm not going somewhere, I have to make one up because I love to go. So I took a go, G-O, and made stops along the way on a map and planned an imaginary trip through those stops, through these prompts, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does. So, my dog is over here. Okay, he's laying down. Now, it has morphed into, I'm going on a trip, at least the beginning of the journal. Buggy, your tummy okay? Sure doesn't sound that way. So, the prompts, I'm still using the same pages and the same prompts, but instead of tying them into a location on imaginary trip, I'm tying them into a location on a real trip and other things about that trip and area of that I'm going into. And then when I'm home, because I'm only going to be gone a week, I will tie it back into something on that page somehow, some way. So, in other words, the first prompt is unexpected, which I got from here. And I was going to tie it into Congaree National Park because that's the national park by us. And that was my jumping off point. So now it is going to be unexpected. And since I am traveling to Oxford, Mississippi today, it's going to be about Oxford, Mississippi. And I will transport this word somehow into my journal spread. So we're going to film day 1, unexpected. I take that back. I'm looking at my notes because I had to kind of plan this out because I am filming the art part ahead of time. Well, I have here unexpected and Hamilton because I'll end up in Hamilton, Missouri, which is where my sewing retreat is. But I think I'm going to do Oxford, Mississippi. I'm changing my own rules that I wrote yesterday because that's a pretty cool place. Here's my little travel bag that I will use. So, unexpected. And although I may not need to have the magazine with me. Oxford, Mississippi, day 1. All right. I need to get my traveler's notebook out. I'm using this one, which has a travel themed cover, and I think I got it from somebody on Etsy, and I am bad about keeping who I get stuff from. And there's no name on here, so I don't know where I got it from. And I'm assuming it was Etsy. Okay, I don't know. So I always skip this page And I usually decorate my cover, but not till the end because the whole trip has to talk to me. Oxford, Mississippi. Here we go. And hopefully I will film clips of Oxford for the video. And we might use some of this paper that I already dyed with watercolor. That happens to be very pretty. So I'm going from South Carolina to Mississippi, which in the scheme of things is really not that far. I'm starting here in Columbia, driving through Atlanta to Birmingham and Oxford, Mississippi is kind of in the middle of the state. Let's see. So I'll be coming from, well, it's not in the middle. It's up at towards the top because this is Memphis, Tennessee, which is usually where I stop when I do this drive on the northwest side. But I wanted something different, and I only have at night, so I mean I don't have any time. And if I do this, I'll go all the way from Birmingham on Highway 22 and cut off onto this little Highway 30 and stay in Oxford overnight. But I should get there because I leave at dark 30 because that's just how I drive. No rhyme, no reason to it. That's just my stupidity, craziness. And I think I will have plenty of time to go to the famous bookstores that are here. There's a children's bookstore, a used bookstore, and a regular bookstore, their main branch. The University of Mississippi is here. There's lots and lots and lots of literature, history here. William Faulkner is either from here or I know he's buried there. Let's get out our trusty Wikipedia. William Faulkner. It's very kind of romantic. Lore. Okay, he was born in New Albany, Mississippi. Okay, it says he died in Byhaleah, Mississippi. I don't know how to say that word, so sorry. But I think because he may have taught at the University of Mississippi. He lived in Oxford, Mississippi, too. His father and his family settled on his 5th birthday, settled in Oxford, Mississippi. Okay. So there's lots of folklore through literature in this area. And this school has a huge writing program, I'm pretty sure. Literature and all of that. Let's look up Oxford, Mississippi. University of Mississippi, otherwise known as Ole Miss. It was occupied by Ulysses S. Grant and William Tecumseh Sherman during the Civil War. Let's skip that part. Civil rights. There's lots of civil rights stuff here too. The Mississippi Delta, the music that brings, the culture that brings. Education. Okay. University of Mississippi, known as Ole Miss. Ah, come on. No, I don't want quilts. Has a national space. There's lots of space, NASA and stuff here too. National Space Grant College and Fellowship Program. Carnegie Classification of Institutions of Higher Education. Public Research University. Bachelor of Arts. College Liberal Arts. No, not engineering. Oh, there's a lot of medical stuff here too, apparently. Anyhow, it's got a huge folklore of literature in that area. Writing Center. Okay, finally. Writing and Rhetoric. The department's Writing Center functions out of Lamar Hall and employs undergraduate students who are certified through the College Reading and Learning Association. Blah, 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 blah. Anyhow, lots of folklore here. And the South has not a fantasy, but a romanticism. There's a lot of bad things that have happened in the South, but it's romanticized, right or wrong, through literature at times, and or pointed out how badly it was here in the South. For, you know, many generations. There's still things happening here in the South that I'm not proud of. It is my adopted home, and I am proud of it. We've come a long way in the 40 years that I've been here. That sounds terrible, 40 years. But it's true. So, Oxford, Mississippi. I will show you more about it out on the road and how I got there. Now, I think what I'm going to do, pull this page out of my map, which I don't use as a map. I just use it for journaling, like a journaler should. I think I'm going to make an intro page and do the unexpected, which the unexpected was Oxford. I was not going to go this way. I was just going to go my normal way. The weather does seem to be like it's going to be fine because it is winter after all. So it could go all wrong coming home, but hopefully not. Oh, cutting off the Everglades, the very bottom. What did we just cut off? Key West. Sorry, Key West. That's a cool place too. Yes, I'm leaving on these jagged thingies because I just love them. Here's Birmingham. I will go through Birmingham, catch Highway 22, and go northwest. And I think I'm just going to write the word unexpected and maybe pick up some paraphernalia from the bookstore and complete my page. So we might be like a day behind each video. Part of it will be a day behind. I don't know. This is a travel version, a travel journal on top of being a fantasy journal, the kind that I like to make. That didn't work out very well. And this tape is so strong, I'm sure it's done. Just because I love taking unusual things and making a journal out of it. The unexpected. So let's see how we can document unexpected. I might just write unexpected right here. I have Amy Tangerine stamps, I know. Actually, I was going to document the whole trip layout, right? And Oxford is an unexpected stop. So I think I'm going to write MSQ retreat. Nope, it should be called Rolling Down the Road. Try this again. And the beginning of the journal is going to be overlapping my MSQ retreat. Okay. Rolling down the road. And let's unback this with some other wacky paper. Now, don't know if this pen is not fat enough. Oh, I know. Okay. I'm just going to take my yellow woody Stabilo and go like that. And then I'm going to drive up to St. Louis and into Hannibal, Missouri, along the Mississippi. And then I come over right here to my retreat. All in all, it's about an 18-hour drive, but I split it up into 2 nights, probably 3. I allow for weather, which this time I really don't need to because the weather looks like it's going to be fine going. But I have this, what we call Journey Proud here. I just need to get on the road. I feel more comfortable on the road. And so how do we put unexpected in here? Oxford is going to be the unexpected. The unexpected part, no, the unexpected part was this road trip. So I think I am going to make a tag and type unexpected and put it on here. And just put my little The unexpected was the road trip. So that I stay with the prompt for today. Keep me on track because I might go sideways getting my journals mixed up. Okay, this is going to have a tag or a tip in. I'm already off track. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to type unexpected and put in here an unexpected road trip during the middle of rolling down the road or the beginning of rolling down the road. I like that. The rainbow. This was archival ink backing packaging. I think I'll just do a staple this. All right, I got to figure out what I'm going to say. I'm going to do this with you because I'm brain dead. All right. This is how I do it. It's very, very ridiculous, but this is the way I do it. So I type it in notes on my iPad. Then I transfer it to Pages and kind of bump up the font, and then I print it. I'm sure there's much easier ways to do it. Don't tell me, okay? I'm technology challenged at best. Rolling down the road. Started as a imaginary trip using prompts from Rolling Stone magazine. Is it one word? This dog's stomach is awful. Rolling Stone magazine. This is how I think. It's the insight into my brain. Takes coffee. All right. The unexpected is now there is a real trip. MSQ retreat. Reunion retreat. Because there's about 7 or 8 people coming that have already been together. All right. Later in the month of February, I will be home. I'll be home, and the prompts will merge differently. Prompts will merge differently into my normal life. Okay, now I select it, I copy it, and paste it into Pages. And then This is me trying to operate technology. Oh, here it is. All right, I'm going to change that to smaller font. And I don't like that. I kind of like American Typewriter, because then I feel like I'm legit, you know. All right, now oh dear, what happened here? It got put in here twice. Okay, we might cut this part out. No mistakes are allowed on camera. Print. Yes, I know I'm wasting paper. I don't always do this. I usually print several things at a time. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go get it off the printer. Okay, your tummy okay? Does not sound like it. Your tummy okay? And voila! We'll save that paper and paint on it or something, so it's not gone to waste. And these too. All right, let's see if I can't color the edges of that. This was sitting on top, so that's what we're going to use. Okay. I'm going to put something through that up here. Actually, I might I'm trying to cut through all that cardboard. Now it's a little bit smaller. And I'm just going to staple this. I can always change it later. And that way it won't get lost. And first page of our Rolling Down the Road journal is done. And the next prompt is a layout page, which I just liked the layout of this page. This column, that cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell. That's those two cells. Pictures. So I might try to duplicate this as much as I can and still maintain my trip vibe. And I have on here to talk about the weather, and I might still, I don't know, even though there's going to be hopefully uneventful weather. So see you all tomorrow from the road.